The offense that was running dry on the current road trip got rehydrated yesterday just in time before leaving Miami. The swings and run support was spread up and down the lineup, allowing the Phillies to produce at the plate and leg out a productive divisional win. It's the final leg of this road trip. The Phillies left Miami yesterday with a victory in that three-game series, and now, like those folks, they're heading here to Atlanta. It's game one of a three-game set between the Phils and the Atlanta Braves from Turner Fields. Hi, everybody. I'm Tom McCarthy, and look who we found here in Atlanta. It's Matt Stairs as we get set for this three-game series. All right, Matt, yesterday the offense woke up, 10 base hits and some timely hits. It's something they hadn't done early on that road trip.
Well, it was nice to see, and really they were being so aggressive early in this road trip. They're getting pitches to hit, and as you can see the numbers, it's just the 239 average, thanks to yesterday's outburst of 10 hits. But they've been getting pitches to hit. They've been taking nice, easy swings and lazy swings, hitting weak fly balls in left field. And yesterday, all of a sudden, all these pitches now are down the middle of the plate. Ryan Howard hit the triple to right center, where earlier in this road trip, these guys were taking a nice, easy swing and hitting weak fly balls. But what I like about the highlights is that these guys are hitting the ball left center, right center. Next pitch, Grady Sizemore hits a line drive to left field. And they're being aggressive. What they're doing is they're waiting for their pitch, and they're not swinging at the pitcher's pitch. Darren Ruff gets a slider, hits a line drive to left field. But you need to put the pressure on the hitters, of the pitcher, and when you get in that batter's box, another mistake pitch. Line drive up the middle where the shift would be, but Chase Utley's on second base, scores there on a close play. So for me, these guys are being aggressive, but they're being too aggressive because they're swinging at the pitcher's pitch instead of being, sitting back, relaxed, and waiting for their pitch to hit.
So they were a little more patient yesterday in the strike zone, and that certainly paid dividends. And now tonight they'll turn the baseball over to Aaron Harang, who faced his old team earlier this season. In fact, he was outstanding. He wound up getting a no decision in a game that the Phillies won.
Well, he really was, and it was all about location of his fastball. He went out there, he pounded the strike zone, fastballs in, fastballs away, real late movement. Getting some really awkward swings. And when you throw a lot of fastballs, a lot of hitters will sit back thinking, okay, I'm going to see a curveball, changeup, when's it going to come? But he kept on pounding the strike zone with fastballs and kept them off balance the whole night. Had good defense behind him and kept these guys off balance.
And you take a look at the numbers. The fastball usage this season compared to the start on the 24th of April, 72% of the time he threw the fastball in that start, and they hit under 100 against that fastball.
Well, and it's because of location. He has a very late two-seam fastball. He can pitch up in the zone when he needs to. Lefties, he throws that front door sinker. He just had a really good command of the fastball, and he threw fastball after fastball, and guys were sitting on there thinking we're going to get a curveball, changeup. No. Scouting report today was we're going to sit the fastballs. That's what we're going to do, and that's what they did.
All right, so we thank the folks at Bloomberg for that graphic that we just showed you. We get set for game one of this three-game series between the Phils and the Braves. Alex Wood and Harang. This is a rematch of that game from the 24th of April between the Phils and the Atlanta Braves. Last time we saw the Braves, Freddie Freeman, well, he did not have a very good series, not only offensively but also defensively. He's hitting the ball right now. The Phillies are going to have to contend with him. When we get back, the Comcast Sportsnet studios. Phillies baseball is brought to you by Citizens Bank. One deposit checking. Keeping things simple is helping you bank better. By Budweiser, still brewed the hard way. This Bud's for you. By Xfinity, the official entertainment provider of the Philadelphia Phillies. By Toyota, the Toyota Time Sales Event ends June 1st. Hurry in today. Toyota, let's go places. And by Independence Blue Cross. Live fearless. Learn more at IBX.com. First St. Louis, then Miami, and of course now here at Turner Field. Alex Wood taking the mound, getting set for his second start of the season against the Phillies. Aaron Harang is heading in from the bullpen down the left field line. He pitched a lot here last year. Let's take a look at the Phillies lineup, brought to you by Xfinity, the official entertainment provider of the Philadelphia Phillies. It'll be Revere, Herrera, and Utley, followed by Darren Ruff playing first base tonight. Jeff Francoeur hitting fifth. Cesar Hernandez about sixth. In the bottom third of Ruiz, Galvis, and Aaron Harang. And they'll face left-hander, 24-year-old left-hander Alex Wood out of the University of Georgia. Comes in with a record of 1-1 and an earned run average just a hair over 4. Matt, the Phillies saw him back in Philadelphia, and he had some pretty good stuff, but he did not work deep into that game.
No, he didn't. As you can see, the Budweiser scouting report, 88, 91-mile-an-hour fastball curve change, 2-1 record with a 2.14 ERA. One thing about his change is that he's having a hard time throwing up for strikes, and when he does, he's getting too much plate. So basically now he's throwing fastball, curveball.
Well, he'll face Ben Revere to start things off. Revere 9 for 27 on this road trip so far for the Phils. I'm not sure what everybody's waiting for, but it looks like Tom Hallion is ready to go, and so is Alex Wood. Tom Hallion's the crew chief. Revere overall hitting .239, no home runs, 7 runs batted in. And the first pitch of the night is in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Well, these are good crowd mics down by the field, so we're going to be able to hear Tom Hallion pretty closely and pretty clearly throughout the night. That one is lined out toward left center field, and that will drop for a base hit. It's 4 straight games now for Ben Revere. All right, Matt, you've had over a week to think about these. It's time now for the Nissan keys to the game.
Well, key number 1 for me is for Darren Ruff to take advantage of back-to-back starts. Had a big hit yesterday and win, playing first base versus the left-hander, and build off yesterday's win. Good defense, good pitching, timely hitting. Build off it and get on a run.
I think that's a big key, because the Phillies have not had, I mean, let's face it, they haven't had it since spring training. Back-to-back solid offensive performances. Here's Odubel Herrera. Herrera 304 with no homers and 9 RBIs. And he takes the fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. How about what this guy has done? He's hitting 7 consecutive games, 10 hits during that stretch. Came off the bench yesterday to extend his hitting streak and his on-base streak. No balls, 1 strike. On the inside corner, 0-2.
You know, when Herrera's in the batter's box, he doesn't, for next player, he doesn't look like a rookie. He looks like he's been around for 5 or 6 years. He's got a lot of confidence, knows he can hit, questions the umpires all the time.
Well, he is struck out, and that doesn't happen all that often. First strikeout victim of the night for Alex Wood. And 1 away, and Chase Utley's coming up.
You can see the big curveball right there, but I think it really goes back from the first pitch and the second pitch where he didn't agree with Tom if it was going to be a strike or a ball. You know, he was down 0-2, and you know, that's where a young player has to say, you know what, let's just forget about it, start over, and battle with 2 strikes.
Well, now Chase Utley back into the 3-hole. 2 for 25 in this road trip, but 0 for his last 11. And he takes a fastball in the inside corner. The Lucky McDonald's Phillies home run jackpot contestant is Paul Garrett of Medford, New Jersey. Phillies hit home run in tonight's ball game, then Paul will win $300. Well, Paul, if history tells you anything, this is probably the right guy to have up at the plate. He and Ryan Howard both have hit their share of home runs against the Braves. 1 ball, 1 strike.
It just doesn't look right when you look at the scoreboard. 9 for 83.
Yeah, it doesn't look right at all. Ryan Howard had that same feeling for a little bit. His average is up closer to 200.
But a lot of things with Chase in his stance has to go right. He has that little time in with his hands, which ignites his hip, which tells his foot to turn in a little bit. It's all linked into one thing.
And so where the link is kind of broken right now.
It's destroyed.
Revere runs. The pitch is hit foul. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Revere decided to take a few extra steps and go out to the outfield grass before he returned to first. Well, that's the number there, too. Chase Utley 3 for 36 when there's 2 strikes on the board. Popped up and shallows left center field. Simmons took a couple looks at Ben Revere, and there are 2 outs. Well, that was a defensive swing right there, but Chase had already opened up, it seemed, when the bat hit the ball. Well, now Darren Ruff making his 11th start, hitting 186 with a couple home runs, 5 RBIs. Ryan Howard is only 0 for 3 against Alex Wood, but Ryan Sandberg was asked today about not having Howard in the lineup. He said, well, just trying a different lineup, even though Howard had a couple hits in yesterday's game. Wood is tough against lefties. Of the 20 home runs he's allowed in his career, 3 are against lefties, 17 from right-handers. I don't know, Matt. I would think the left hand, the way he throws too. He's not a blazer, but his motion kind of throws everybody off.
It is. It's a little funky delivery. He hides the ball well. He knows how to throw inside. He has a nice 2-seamer and a big curveball. So it is. He hides it very well, and it's hard to pick up at times.
There's a breaking ball, and it's 0-1 to Ruff.
But one thing he does is when he brings the ball out of his glove, he brings that hand way behind his back, which kind of throws your timing off as well.
Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike to Ruff. Darren's 3 for 9 on this road trip. Runner goes, pitches line through the hole on the right side, of base hit. Revere is on his way to third. And Darren Ruff has a single here in the first. So first and third with 2 men down. And it's a very sparse crowd here tonight. But let's take a listen to see what Jeff Francoeur, the reaction to Jeff Francoeur is when he's introduced. Oh, there's some smattering of claps. Francoeur hitting 169. He's got a couple home runs, 4 RBIs. Swings and fouls the first pitch back. Matt, I was expecting a little bit more of a reaction from the Atlanta faithful for Jeff Francoeur.
Well, they're probably still in the parking lot right now.
You think that's where they are?
They'll be here in a bit. The second time around, they'll get a bigger cheer.
Swing and a miss, 0-2. Francoeur spent 05 to 09 here with Atlanta. And here's Alex Wood's delivery.
He just has that hand coming out. It's a different delivery. It's a little like a little pause, then a pause with the hand again. So you need to get your foot down really early.
Up high, 1-2.
Which Francoeur did there. Right, he shortened up. He got his foot down really early, and that's the key. If you watch his front foot, as soon as his hands break, he was getting his front foot down, recognize the pitch, and he just wants to make a reaction to it.
And he lines that one fair down the left field line. The Phillies will take the lead here in the first inning. Ruff's on his way to third base, and Pete Buchanan will hold him there. It's an RBI double for Jeff Francoeur, and the Phillies lead it 1-0. That'll make Francoeur feel pretty good about being home. 4th double of the year, 5th RBI for Francoeur.
Well, it's very nice. You get that big 2-out knock right here. Foot down early, fastball inside, just inside the chalk by about, what, an inch?
By about an inch.
You know, so that's the big thing you want. That's how you build off yesterday's game, getting a big 2-out knock and keeping the line going.
Well, the line goes to Cesar Hernandez, who's playing third base tonight for Kodiashi. Again, trying to get some more right-handers in the lineup. Hernandez, of course, a switch hitter. Phillies got all their left-handers out of the way at the top. Revere, Herrera, and Utley. And then from then on down, it's right-handers or switch hitters. Outside again, 2-0.
The last pitch by Alex Wood is the pitch that he's having a hard time throwing, is his changeup.
Yeah, there's ball 4, so that'll load up the bases. That was a pretty close pitch. Phillies will take it, though. During the 2015 season, Turkey Hill, the official ice cream of the Phillies, will contribute $100 for each Phillies victory and 5 cents for each carton of Phillies Grand Slam ice cream, sold to support the Phillies youth baseball and softball programs. All right, so 2 outs, bases loaded. Ruiz is up. 5 for 16 on the road trip. Boy, they are giving him the left center field gap in a big way. And he takes low, 1-0. Numbers against Alex Wood in a very small portion.
Playing a pole in the infield, an opposite field in the outfield. So anything to the right of Francoeur up the middle, good chance that's going to get to the wall.
Absolutely.
Let's go right in here. Watch everybody run.
Yeah. 2-0.
Now this is an area, 6 straight balls out of the zone. You look for your pitch and your pitch only.
Nine balls, 14 strikes. Two balls and 1 strike to Ruiz. Carlos fouls it. It's 2-2. He came back with a breaking ball. This is another spot where the Phillies have been unable to cash in on many occasions this year. I mean, the fact that they've taken a lead is a big deal here in the first inning. But let's see if they can cash in for some more with the bases loaded. 2-2 pitch and a looper out toward right center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. 1 run is in. Here comes Francoeur. He's going to score. Going to third is Hernandez. It's a 2-run single for Carlos Ruiz. The Phillies lead it 3-0. Well, Roger McDowell is, yep, there he comes. Out to chat with Alex Wood.
Well, interesting. The pitch before, he has an off-speed pitch to make it 2-2. Wants to come back in. You can see AJ Brzezinski gives the sign in, the catcher mitt sign inside. Hits his glove, but too much play with 2-2 pitch. And that's the big knock. That's 3 runs with 2 out hits. That's how you win games.
Well, we talked about it being a carryover from yesterday, and hopefully they can continue to carry it over from yesterday. Francoeur got the scoring started with an RBI double down the left field line. Freddie Galvis is now the hitter. Galvis takes outside, 1 ball and no strikes. That one's hit out toward right center field. Cameron Maybin glides back to make the catch. And the side is retired. But a productive top of the first for the Phillies. They scored 3 runs in the inning on 4 base hits. They lead 2. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Here that they've scored 3 runs in their half of the first, so they have a 3-run lead. As we go to the bottom of the first inning, let's take a look at the Braves starting lineup. It's brought to you by Xfinity, the official entertainment provider of the Philadelphia Phillies. Markakis, Simmons, and Freeman, followed by A.J. Pierzynski, who's taken over really the everyday catcher's role. He's batting cleanup. Johnny Gomes bats 5th. Alberto Callaspo will hit 6th. And the bottom third of Peterson, Maybin, and Alex Wood. And they will face former Brave Aaron Harang, who won 12 games with the Braves last year. So far 2-2. 27 strikeouts in 32 and a third innings, as he tries to erase the outing that he had earlier this week against the St. Louis Cardinals.
Yeah, something we're not used to seeing. Him not having a quality start, but as you can see, the Budweiser scouting report, he averages 88.5 miles an hour, changeup curveball. In his last 4 games at Turner Field, he's 0-5. We won't even talk about that one. We don't like talking about the past.
By the way, that's pretty exact with his velocity, man. 88.5. Markakis leads it off. He's hitting .292. Freddie Gonzalez was saying today that he is content with Markakis as his leadoff hitter, despite the fact that his average has dropped since he put him in that spot. That happened when the Braves were in Philadelphia.
I don't agree with the move because he's your RBI guy. He's always hit in the middle of the order his whole career. Done a nice job of driving runs in. And besides Freddie Freeman, he's probably your second best hitter.
Yeah, majority of his career has been as a number 3 batter. Almost the same pitch. It's called a ball this time. It's 3-1. During his career, he has 148 games as a leadoff hitter. Fouls it back to the screen. Three balls and 2 strikes to Markakis, who was 1 for 15 in the last series that was played, and 5 for 27 on this homestand. And he pulls that one through the hole on the right side, a base hit. So he's aboard to start the bottom of the first. Last year, Aaron Harang was 12-12 with an ERA of 3.57 with the Atlanta Braves. 15 home runs. He went over 200 innings, and that for him was a pretty big number because he hadn't been able to eclipse that number in the previous couple seasons.
Well, it just proves when you go out and pound the strike zone. Only 71 walks, 161 strikeouts. Allowing your defense to make plays behind you, get you deeper into the game, and allows you to throw 200 innings plus.
Here's Andrelton Simmons. He's hitting 14 of 17. Lays off a breaking ball. It's 1-0.
Only allowing 15 home runs. This is an impressive number for her guys, not overpowering. But we talk about his sneaky fastball all the time.
He sneaks that fastball. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
But he needs to get the ball down in the zone.
Yeah,
first
9
hitters,
pitches, the balls have been up in the zone.
Yeah.
Chopper back towards second. This should be 2. Utley flips to Galvis for 1. And it's a 4-6-3 double play. Well, that's a big deal. And there are 2 outs here in the bottom of the first.
And this is a pitch that just has that late run. He wants a backdoor sinker, comes in. And a routine 4-6-3 double play. Nice flip. Good exchange and strong throw. Like deja vu. Last time we faced these guys, a lot of fastballs, a lot of double plays. Relying on your defense to make plays behind you is huge.
Here's Freddie Freeman. Freeman was not hitting the last time the Phillies faced the Braves, but he's 11 for 27 on this homestand. And he takes inside 1-0. Honestly, he wasn't hitting, and he really wasn't fielding. Braves had a terrible series against the Phillies defensively. Fly ball down the left field line. Revere with a long run. He's under it. And toward the line, puts it away, and the inning is over. So a nice bounce back for Aaron Harang after the leadoff single. We'll go to the second inning, and the Phillies lead it 3-0. Against the New York Mets. All women 15 and older will receive the Phillies wristlet that you can see right there. Tickets can be purchased by going to Phillies.com. Matt, you'll be in Philadelphia this weekend, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Aaron Harang leads it off as we go to the second. Get your box of wristlets, bring home to Canada.
That'd be a good giveaway gift for some of the female golfers in my tournament.
Great giveaway. Outside 2-0. Aaron Harang is 1 for 8 on the year.
Good take. I wish it'd be mandatory that a pitcher, minus Cole Hamels, who can swing the bat pretty good, has to take a strike.
That one is floated foul. Actually, we do see that from a lot of other teams where the pitcher just takes a couple pitches.
They should.
Swing and a miss. Got him a little off kilter there. And one out. Ben Revere is coming up. Revere has hit in 4 consecutive games. So, Murph, maybe this whole April to May thing is really working out for Ben Revere.
You know, it's funny you say that because I had a conversation with Ben Revere today, and he joked. He said, you know, he always seems to start off slow. He doesn't understand why, but he always does seem to start off slow. So he's happy with the way things are going now. And you have to believe that that it kind of coincided with the way when Brian Sandberg moved him up into the leadoff spot. And, you know, he seems to just have clicked there. He feels comfortable there. I asked him about that today. He said, yeah, you know, he likes being at the top of the lineup. He really likes being paired with Odubel Herrera. It just seems to be working for both of them in the first and second hole. You got a base hit to start this game and came around to score. That's the way it's supposed to work for the Phils offense, and that's the way it's been working better with Ben Revere at the top.
Yeah, 4 hits in the last couple of games. Murph, did he tell you what he did for his birthday last night? Anything exciting?
You know, I forgot to ask him. I did wish him a happy birthday, but I didn't ask him what he did. No, he wanted to talk baseball. He wanted to talk about everything going on in between the lines today.
Ball is fouled back to the screen, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes to Ben Revere. I think we're all in agreement that he's probably best suited, Matt, to be the leadoff hitter.
Absolutely. A lot of fastballs. He'd get on there. Stole 49 bases last year.
Little dribbler up the third base line. Wood off the mound, and he is safe at first base. That's going to be his second hit. So he's aboard with 1 man down. That's when you know he's going good. He's getting those infield hits. That would have been a close play if the throw was on line.
Well, it's a fastball inside, and he ties him up. But you know, Alex Wood makes a nice play. He gets the ball and spins. He just throws it a little high. Another reach of Freddie Freeman.
Murph, did you talk to Ben about his goals that he set out before the season began? If he feels like he's on target for doing the things that he wanted to do?
Yeah, one of those big goals that Ben Revere had talked to us about in the winter, and as he, came through spring training, was more extra base hits. He has 5 of them. He actually leads the National League in triples right now with 3 of them. He has 2 doubles as well. And he said, yeah, he's on pace. He feels like there's a couple he left out there, a couple that got tracked down by some good outfield play. But those kind of things in baseball seem to balance out. And I think he feels pretty comfortable right now that he's swinging a hot bat. His batting average continues to rise. I mean, it was below 200 there for a little while. It's creeping up to 250, 260 at this point. So he feels comfortable right now. He's swinging a good bat, and he knows those extra base hits are going to come as well.
All right, let's see if he picks one out here against a tough lefty to try to steal on. The count is no balls and 1 strike to Odubel Herrera. Take strike 2. Well, Odubel has not been able to figure out Alex Wood in his first 2 at-bats. He has struck out twice. Problem is that he's behind, and he's able to throw that curveball for a strike.
Yeah, and this is just like the last at-bat, his first at-bat in the first inning when he struck out. If there's going to be a guy that has problems with the timing of the delay of the left-hander, it's going to be Herrera because he has that big leg kick. And right now he's in between when do I start it and when do I get my foot down.
Chase Utley popped out to short his first time up, and he takes a strike. It's 0-1. Runner goes. Pitch is fouled away. It's the second time that Revere has gotten a good jump, and Utley has fouled the ball off. I think it's almost an automatic that he's going here, right? No balls and 2 strikes.
You would hope so. Pretty good chance, no balls, 2 strikes. You're going to get a curveball. That one gets away from Pierzynski and goes up the third base line. No swing against Utley.
And Revere is in scoring position. He'll score that a wild pitch.
That might be the fastest appeal I've ever seen. Chase is very heavy on that front foot. What I mean by that is when you get really heavy on the check swing right there, which he did not go, but when you get really heavy with that front foot, your whole body leaks towards the pitcher, and you have nothing on your backside to drive a ball with. You always think about stepping on a carton of eggs, that front foot. You want to step down nice and easy on the eggs so they don't break. And now he's at the point where you say you're starting like a motorcycle. Your foot's coming down and you're kind of getting that motorcycle going.
Breaking ball misses inside, 2-2.
That's a better take.
How do you get out of it?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things you can do. You think about getting jammed, not worry about letting the ball get so deep. You know, it's just finding your timing.
Chopper over to first base and a big hop for Freddie Freeman. Side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left in scoring position. So the Phillies leave one out there. We'll go to the bottom of the second, up 3-0. Alonzo on Breakfast on Broad, presented by Virtua Joint Replacement Institute. Weekday mornings from 6 until 8 over on the Comcast Network and streaming live on breakfastonbroad.com. I have to say that, you know, in the weeks that Breakfast on Broad has been on, they have had themselves some pretty good guests, including tomorrow with Sanchez and Alonzo. Today, Ike Reese was on. So was Scott Fransky. Ike talking Eagles football, Scott talking Phillies baseball. A.J. Przinsky takes up high. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Przinsky 0 for his last 7. He ranks just a little high right now. In there, 3-1. The plan was that Przinsky was going to back up Christian Bethancourt. The problem is Bethancourt's not hitting, and Przinsky is. Przinsky realizes that he's in there because he's hot right now, but has said that, listen, I didn't come here to take the kid's job. I came here to back the kid up and, you know, get him ready to be a major league catcher. But it happens.
It does.
That one's lined off the glove of Harang. Galvis is there to backhand and throw to first in time. I don't know if Przinsky hurt himself or he just yelled as the throw was going over to first base.
He yelled.
I think he yelled. I think Harang is okay. 1-6-3 on the putout, and there's 1 out.
This ball is smoked back up the middle. He knows right there he's out, and all of a sudden he does the old new Olympic jump.
Johnny Gomes, who started yesterday, hit a monster home run, gets the start again today. Takes outside. It's 1-0.
I was watching his batting practice today. Johnny Gomes, impressive.
He's probably not an everyday player anymore, though, right? This is probably the role that he's suited for at this point.
I believe so, yeah. Now, if you ask him, he'd probably say, yes, he could play every day.
Fly ball, shallow center field. Herrera comes sprinting in, and he's there. 2 outs. Well, this Monday is Teva Respiratory Asthma Awareness Night when the Phillies begin a 4-game series with the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Phillies gray cap is compliments of Teva given out to all fans. Tickets can be purchased by going to Phillies.com. Here's Alberto Callaspo, who's filling in for the injured Chris Johnson. Johnson hurt his hands sliding into second base and is out 4 to 6 weeks. They thought originally that he had broken his hand, but apparently what happened is that he bruised a previous fracture that had healed. So it's not broken, but it's a bone bruise, a deep bone bruise. Off the hands, a bloop out to left center, and Callaspo's aboard. Second hit for the Braves. So Callaspo and Phil Goslin will team up to man third base for the time being. Chris Johnson has that brace on his hand. You can see there as he's trying to open up a bag of sunflower seeds. That'll bring Jace Peterson to the plate. Swing and a miss. So after falling behind the first 5 hitters, he's gotten ahead now of the last 2.
Well, and hitters, when you step in the batter's box versus Aaron Harang, and he throws that high fastball that's a borderline strike or just above the strike zone, you still think you can hit it because he doesn't have that overpowering fastball. It looks so good up there until you swing.
Over to third, it's a foul ball. Cesar Hernandez just fired a one-hopper right at the leg of Andres Blanco, who is sitting in the Phillies dugout.
Did you catch it?
He caught it.
Oh, yeah.
Andres is like their uncle. It's like their older brother. Galvis's and Hernandez's older brother. One ball, 2 strikes. And it's fouled back again. It remains 1-2.
I don't think Aaron's thrown a curveball yet.
Boy, if he's
thrown a cutter.
Yeah, he may have thrown 1 or 2, but that's it. I think you're right. I think it's mostly fastballs, cutters. I guess it makes sense, though, to a certain extent, because he's trying to figure out command of that fastball.
Yeah. Well, and plus he had a good success last time using the fastball.
There's the curveball. It's a pretty good pitch, too. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Check swing. Did he go? No. This is the third base umpire, Bruce Dreckman. Boy, if he didn't go, he held up right before he broke the plane. Callaspo will be off and running.
Oof.
Boy, I thought he went. We mentioned earlier, last time against the Braves, 72% of the time he threw a fastball. They hit under 100 against him. 20% of the time they swung and missed. Thanks to the folks from Bloomberg for putting that together. There's ball 4. It puts runners on first and second. First walk issued by Harang, and now Cameron Maybin will be the batter. Now, Maybin's only picked up 10 hits this year, but of those 10, 4 have been home runs. He definitely has pop. 6 hits lifetime against Harang. Outside, 1-0.
So Maybin must platoon as well, does he?
Yeah, Maybin platoons, Gomes platoons, Kelly Johnson platoons. They've got a lot of guys platooning.
Hard to get in a rhythm.
Swing and a miss. Eric Young sees time out in center field, splitting time with Maybin. Freddie Gonzalez has basically said he's going to ride the hot hand. A lot of it will depend righty on lefty or lefty on righty. Tonight it doesn't really depend on that. Outside again, 2-1. In fact, the bench players, or quote unquote platoon players for the Braves, Gomes, 3 home runs, 8 RBIs. Maybin, 4 home runs, 9 RBIs. Kelly Johnson, he's probably been the hottest out of them all. He has 5 home runs and 13 RBIs. These are guys that have 42, 43, 45 at bats. This has been a 26 pitch inning for Aaron Harang. This will be number 27. The 2-2 pitch. He whacks it foul over the head of Bo Porter.
It's always important to have those platoon players that don't mind sitting on the bench. And they get an opportunity to play a few games and take full advantage of it. They know their role, they accept it, and they look forward to the day they start again.
Up high, 3-2. So again, the runners will be off. Now the pitcher's up next, even though this has been a long inning. Alex Wood is 0 for 5 so far this season. Runners take off, and the pitch is fouled. Well, Freddie Gonzalez is part of our Geico quote of the day on constantly changing the lineup. It really is fun to come in every morning and in your mind think about the lineup and get everybody involved. And everybody's going to produce and put them in situations where they're going to be successful. It's been fun having multiple position guys that you can run, one in left field, at third base or second base. Runners go again with the count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. He got him with a breaking ball. Big strikeout. It's the first one of the night for Aaron Harang. So a hefty pitch load here in the second, but he leaves a couple. Means we'll go to the third inning with the Phillies on top 3-0 still. Right pitch, right time against Cameron Maybin, who just couldn't hold up. fan section for all the information, and please submit your answer on the subject line. All right, Matt, here's the question. Who did Freddie Freeman finish second behind in the 2011 National League Rookie of the Year voting? Who did that guy finish second to? Answer will be revealed a little later on. And the answer is not in that dugout right there.
And I will not be eating ice cream before I say the word.
Okay, I guess you got the answer then. Here's Darren Ruff. Ruff singled and scored his first time up. Facing Alex Wood for the second time. Chops one over to third. Backhanded by Callaspo. A little different approach that time by Darren Ruff.
Yeah, kind of an interesting approach. Especially when you know that Frenchie's coming behind you.
All right, let's listen again. No, not a big reaction again.
2 extra claps. A lot of pitches. First pitch swinging, knowing the guy behind you.
Going to swing early.
He's going to take the next pitch.
Francoeur, an RBI double his last time up and a run scored. 2-0.
Give him the green light.
Jeff Francoeur, 47 career home runs here at Turner Field. Chipper Jones, of course, 226. Andrew Jones, 166. Takes a cutter, and it's 3-1. Pulls that one, foul. Jeff Francoeur's dad getting a chance to watch his son play in person.
Mr. Frenchie.
Yeah, he's had to change that visor a few times during his career. Reaches out and pops it up towards shallow center. Maben's there. And there are 2 outs. So Francoeur's retired. There's 2 outs, and Cesar Hernandez is coming up. Cesar hitting 200, no home runs, 3 RBIs. He walked his first time up,
which was a huge walk. 4-pitch walk, which would give opportunity for Chooch to get up there and get that double or the single. Sorry. It was a ball.
Thank you, Tom Hallion.
I think Tom knows that the microphones are closed.
I don't know if he does. I think this is his normal cadence. Inside, and it's 2-2.
He just wants to get the chainsaw going on a 3rd strike call.
Yeah, he wants to rip it. Ball 4, and Hernandez walks for the second time. The 2-out walk brings Ruiz to the plate. By the way, today is the anniversary of Carlos Ruiz's major league debut back in 2006. And he gets a 2-run single on his last at bat in honor of that.
It's a good way to congratulate yourself.
I feel like Chooch has been around longer than that. trying to commemorate it with a long home run. No balls and 1 strike. Seven pitches in the first inning has hampered Wood. He's at 60 pitches now, and we're just in the third. Carlos takes low, and it's 1-1. Last time out, he went 5 2/3 against the Phils, allowed 5 hits, no earned runs, walked 2. Runner goes. They've got him picked. Freeman sets himself up for the throw to second. He is out at second base. It'll be caught stealing. Goes down 1-3-6. The other side is retired. No runs, no hits, and nobody left. Middle of the third. Phil's up 3-0. The Philadelphia Phillies. Buy Nissan. Choose Nissan today for great offers on our most exciting lineup ever. Shop Nissan.com. And by Papa John's. The day after every Phillies win, get 50% off your regular menu price. Online order using promo code Phillies at papajohns.com. Home half of the third. Phil's up 3-0. And Alex Wood will lead it off for the Braves. It'll be Wood, Markakis, and then Simmons against right-hander Aaron Harang. Harang last year here at Turner Field was 4-7 with a 3.36 ERA. Pitched in 17 games for the Braves here at Turner Field. He's as mellow a fellow as you're going to meet. I mean, even the day of the game. Chatted with him for about 15 minutes today as he was getting ready for his start. Up high, and it's 2-2. I guess when you've been around as long as he has, he's got 124 career wins. The 8th team that he's pitched for.
Alex Wood just smoked Chooch in the backswing.
That's what happened?
Yeah.
I saw Chooch grimace a little bit. I wasn't sure. Another 3-ball count. He had 2 in the second inning. And now 1 here in the third. And he popped him up. Chase Utley backpedaling. And he was really yelling, and Francoeur backed off at the last moment. MLB.TV Premium, the #1 live streaming sports service, is celebrating 13 years. Watch every out-of-market game live or on demand in true HD and over 500 mobile and connected devices. Real-time highlights, live look-ins, pitch tracking widget, and more every night on every device. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.TV for details. What happened to Freddie Galvis out there, Matt? What was he doing? Something in his eye? Is that what the delay was?
Oh, I have no idea. I was checking out the stats on the board.
How are the stats on the board doing?
Well, 300, 5 RBIs. Went to a junior college, Marquesas in Georgia.
Where does it say that?
It was up there before it switched over.
One pitch to Marquesas. Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Thinking to myself, if he's going to stay here all year, or could it be trade bait?
Well, he just signed his contract this past offseason.
Yeah, 4-year, $44 million.
One just missed. It's 2-1. His base hit his last time up ended an 0-for-14 stretch.
Notice when Tom Hallion calls a ball, how he yells it louder. That's a ball that's right on the corner, just off a hair. He'll yell ball. That's where he thinks it's very close to being a strike. Other ones, he doesn't even waste his breath. There it is.
There's the chainsaw. 2 outs here in the 3rd. Well, it's time to take a look at our T-Mobile game changer. With Andrelton Simmons coming to the plate. Fewest pitches per plate appearances. Simmons is 3rd behind his teammate A.J. Pierzynski and just ahead of his teammate Christian Bethancourt. Cesar Hernandez at 2.90. Now, the irony in that is that he's walked twice tonight. Cesar has. And Simmons swings at the first pitch and gets a base hit. Third hit for the Braves.
You know, this is a thing right here. It's the first time I'm not Freddie Freeman. That's a 1-ball, no-strike swing. That's your 3-hole hitter going out on a ball that's 2-seamer out of the plate. And this is what the Phillies have done this year at times, has been swinging at the pitcher's pitch instead of being in your zone where you want to be.
And his zone should be basically right there where that pitch was.
His zone is the cookie for left-handers, down and in. Pitch is out of the way, he can drive it to left center. We've seen that because you made a great play in left center. But, I mean, really, 1 ball, no strike, and you got your number 3 hitter hitting a weak fly ball to left field. Been there, done it. It's a lot easier for me to say up here than it is down the field because you just have the brain cramp sometimes.
Well, it looked like they tried to go to that same spot right there with a changeup.
Yeah.
1 ball and 1 strike. That one's back toward the middle, and Hernandez has got it. He'll throw to first, and it's dug out by Darren Ruff, and the side is retired. 5-3 on the putout from the right side of the diamond. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left. Freddie Freeman can drive it out toward left center field.
Tom, catch it, Tom.
Thank goodness I caught it. Mason, providing amazingly low prices on kitchen disposables, consumables, smallwares, and so much more. From your new restaurant partner, who but WB Mason. 3 runs in the first inning for the Phils. As we go to the 4th, they lead it by 3. Bottom third of the order, Ruiz, who was up when Hernandez was thrown out, trying to steal second base, will get a fresh count. 2-run single his first time up. 0-1 to Carlos. It'll be Ruiz, Galvis, and Harang.
Tom, here's a question for you. Chooch, second at bat, he sees what, 4 pitches? 5 pitches. Does that go towards his pitches that he's seen today in the game?
Boy, that's a great question. I would say no, as he loops another single to right field, but I would say that and ask you to allow me to check on it. Leadoff single for Ruiz. Freddie Galvis is coming up. Murph, we've decided that there's a lot going on around Major League Baseball, so we'd have a news and notes segment tonight.
You know, there's always a lot going on around Major League Baseball, but hard to believe, guys, the Major League Baseball season is a month old at this point. And yes, there are some happenings going on. And first and foremost, the team we just saw, the St. Louis Cardinals, have now won 6 straight games, 3 against the Phillies, you remember, then 3 straight walk-off wins against the Pirates. I'm sure that made their fans happy. How about the Yankees? They've won 8 of their last 10, including a sweep of the Boston Red Sox in Boston. They are 10-3 on the road this year. And the Houston Astros, a current 10-game win streak for them. They have a 7-game lead in the AL West. That's the biggest lead in all the divisional races in baseball. The Astros, perhaps this year, are for real, guys.
Perhaps the most shocking team.
Yeah.
Matt, am I right about that? Murph, I mean, that's the most shocking team right now in Major League Baseball.
They're certainly the hottest. I thought they were a year or 2 away, and they still may be. It's early, but they're playing some good baseball now.
Well, the moves they made, Gaddis, the move of getting Gaddis, I mean, he's obviously provided them with a power bat. As Galvis takes outside, it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, but a week ago, though, they wanted him shipped out.
Oh, did they?
He was 0 for 20-something with 8 consecutive strikeouts.
Oh, see, we didn't have a news and notes segment last week, so we didn't know that.
Don't blame me for that.
He was 0 for 23, then all of a sudden he hit 2 monster home runs, I think, last night.
Foul ball, and it's 1-2. Chris Carter's been he's continued to get stronger and stronger as a home run hitter. Marisnick has been smoking hot for them. I watched the Yankee game last night. They were up 8-1 at one point, and the Red Sox made it 8-5, but that was basically it. Yankees are doing it because of their bullpen. As Freddie Galvis leaks one through the hole on the right side for a base hit. And that puts runners on first and second. And now Aaron Harang will get a chance to sacrifice those runners up into scoring position.
Well, you just can't talk enough about Freddie Galvis and the changes that he made from last year to this year. Being a fly ball hitter last year, really caught in an area where he wasn't sure what type of hitter he wanted to be. He'd hit a couple home runs. The next thing you know, he'd be hitting a lot of fly balls in the air. But had a great spring, worked on getting down for the ball. Now he's hitting the ball on the ground and getting base hits. It's paying for it.
Harang takes inside. Yeah, and he's 7th in the league in hitting right now.
Yeah.
That's the remarkable thing. 345 average. He's at the 7th highest average in the National League.
Now the Braves are setting up their defense right now, and they are trying to get the out at third base right now.
Because Ruiz is running.
Right.
Harang has 3 sacrifice bunts this year, and he bunts it toward third. Callaspo's got it. Oh, that was perfect. Sacrifice is successful, and that puts runners on second and third.
Now, if they go the way they first pitched was thrown, and they did their defense, Simmons would go back and he'd fake Ruiz back to second base, then he sprint to third base. If they would have done that again, more than likely would have had a force out at third base.
Now, why would they change it? Nothing really happened to force them to change it. Why would they change it?
I think the reason why is because now you might see the Butcher Boy. It's a 1 ball, no strike. Everyone's in motion. Harang being the veteran guy and being able to handle the bat a little bit. And
Revere is 2 for 2, up for the 3rd time. We're just in the 4th inning. And he pulls that one toward Freddie Freeman. Ruiz holds at third. And there are 2 outs.
That is a hitter right there. You're going back to the dugout thinking, or actually when you step in the batter's box, all you think and tell yourself is stay up the middle, stay away from hitting to the corners. Then what do? You get a pitch to hit and you hit it hard.
Right to the first base.
And you're walking back going, you dummy.
Yeah, you're right, because the infielders, the middle infielders, they were up, but they weren't all the way up.
No.
And if it had gone to either Simmons or Peterson, then Ruiz would have gone on contact.
Correct.
Here's Herrera. He has struck out twice, and he takes inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Good numbers with 2 outs and runners in scoring position. He has not been on the same page as Tom Hallion for most of this night on these inside pitches.
And every strike that's been called on him have been strikes. Herrera will be one happy camper when Wood is out of the game.
Chopper off the foot of Herrera. He was just telling Tom Hallion that it was a foul ball. Ready?
Up
Ready?
his toe.
Throws him a curveball again with 2 strikes, and he is struck out for the 3rd time tonight. Boy, he's going to be thankful when a right-hander comes into this ball game eventually. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 men left for the Phils. And by W.B. Mason. You can't go wrong when you buy right. Bottom of the 4th inning, Phillies on top 3-0, 3 runs on 7 hits through their first 4 innings offensively. Aaron Harang will go back to work against the cleanup hitter for the Braves, A.J. Brzezinski, Johnny Gomes, and then Alberto Callaspo. So, Matt, what'd you do with your time away from the Phillies broadcast booth?
I went home to Canada.
The great country of Canada.
Mm-hmm. Great White North. And
let me ask you something. Has the snow melted in Canada?
yes.
First pitch is popped up, third base side. Galvin says he has it, and there's one away. All right, so the snow is melted.
Not in the woods.
Really, there's still snow in the woods?
Still snow in the woods. Some of the rivers and lakes are still frozen. A lot of flooding going on right now. It's not very. It's ugly.
Well, that's not good. But you must like cold weather if you're going to stay up there.
Who says I'm staying up there?
Well, you're going to go back at least at the end of this season.
I haven't decided yet.
Okay.
Remember, never assume anything in this game, Tom.
Johnny Gomes 0 for 1. Takes a strike. It's 0-1.
Golf courses haven't even been opened yet up there.
Lakes and rivers are still frozen, huh?
Some of them are, yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Guess that's why they like hockey so much. That one's pulled right at Cesar Hernandez. So 2 outs. And Alberto Callaspo will be the batter. Citizens Bank Weather Education Day presented by NBC 10. First alert weather will be Thursday, May 14th, when the Phillies wrap up a 4-game series against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Also, a senior stroll the bases will take place after the game. Tickets can be purchased by going to Phillies.com. Also, go to Phillies.com and check out what's in store for that afternoon.
Weather education?
Yeah. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Maybe we should have Jim Jackson go to the weather education.
Jackson.
Saw he was carrying a coat today to the ballpark.
He was carrying a coat today. Fly ball center field. Is that why Murph asked if I was bringing a jacket?
Yes.
Side is retired. A 1-2-3 4th inning. It's a 7-pitch inning. We'll go to the 5th inning. Chase Utley will lead things off when we come back. Finished second behind in the 2011 National League Rookie of the Year voting.
Craig Kimbrell.
Craig Kimbrell is correct. Log back on to Phillies.com to find out if you're the winner of a Phillies prize pack. Do you know who finished 3rd that year? As Chase Utley takes a strike.
Finished 3rd that year?
Yeah. We will see him next week when the Pirates come to town. He was not wearing a Pirates uniform, though, at that point. ball and 1 strike to Chase Utley. And Utley pulls it toward the hole, and it's diving. Stopped by Peterson. Man, oh man, when you're going bad, you can't buy a base hit. 1 out here in the 5th inning. That was a heck of a play by Peterson.
It really was. And Chase doesn't square it up, but you think it's going to get through. Peterson makes a very nice play to his left, goes up, makes a very strong throw. And like you said, Tom, when things aren't going well, it's tough to buy a hit.
Here's Darren Ruff, who's 1 for 2. He has singled and grounded out. Takes inside. It's 1-0. By the way, to wrap that up, he also wears glasses. He's the bespectacled one.
Did he play for Philly?
Yes, he did. Had a really good 2-seamer.
Worley?
Vance Worley is correct.
Did you ever get an answer to my question I asked you? What the pitches?
No, I haven't. I'll be honest with you, I haven't totally researched it yet, but I will. Let's table that until we have more time to look into it.
Perfect.
You know what? I'm going to say yes because it goes toward the pitch count of the pitcher. So it's going to have to go to the pitch count of the hitter. Is that a trick question? Over toward the hole. A base hit for Darren Ruff. He's 2 for 3. A couple of good swings from Ruff. And now Jeff Francoeur, who doubled his first time up, it broke an 0 for 19 stretch for him. And he also flied out to center.
Frenchie has not changed his approach in hitting since he signed.
I think there might have been a point where the Braves tried to change him, and that's what led to his trade, and then he went back to his old style. I agree with you. For the most part, he has been basically the same hitter. Hit that ball pretty far.
He did. I would like to see him stand a little closer to home plate and step in the bucket a little bit. That way you still have the coverage of the whole plate. He kind of dives a little bit and he kind of gets jammed or cuts himself off a little bit.
Pulls that one over to third. That is a foul ball. Boy, that ball looked like it went over the bag. It eventually went into foul territory. Frenchie's asking Bruce Dreckman what the call was. I don't think he was doing it in a derogatory way, but Dreckman just pointed toward home plate. Well, that was pretty close.
Yeah, it was.
That looked like it went over the bag. Francoeur stays alive and chops it foul. Take another look at this ball that went down the third base line, and
it looks like the shadow goes over the corner of the bag.
Yeah, the shadow looked like it was over the corner. It's still tough to tell where the ball was. That shot made it look like it was closer to being foul.
Hit this fastball.
And he does, and a line drive base hit into left field.
It's a good at bat right there.
So runners on first and second, a 2-hit night for Francoeur. Phillies baseball is brought to you by Budweiser. Budweiser is still brewed the hard way. This Bud's for you. Freddie Gonzalez is coming out, and that's going to be it for Alex Wood. So Wood throws 90 pitches here tonight. And I think Freddie Gonzalez just felt like he gave him enough slack. And he allows a couple of base hits here in the fifth.
Herrera's doing some cartwheels in the dugout.
A pitching change for the Braves. Phillies have 2 on and 1 man down. We'll be back to Turner Field right after this. On this week's edition of Phillies Clubhouse, Jonathan Papelbon shares a lesson from Mariano Rivera that he's carried throughout his career. Watch Phillies Clubhouse, presented by Mercedes-Benz. Coming up tonight at 11 right here on Comcast Sportsnet. Well, pitching change for the Braves. Alex Wood's night is done. He's responsible for the 2 base runners that are on base. Michael Kahn will take over for him. And Cesar Hernandez will flip around and bat left-handed. So a little different story. First time against the Phils and here tonight. 3 earned runs, 9 hits, and a lot of pitches through 4 1/3. And Cesar fouls it back. See Kahn's numbers: 5 games, 4 strikeouts in 4 innings.
That's a good fastball. 93 to 95 miles an hour. A slider tops it at 83, so he's a 2-pitch pitcher.
Inside and 1-1. Francoeur at first, Ruff at second. Way inside. Braves picked Kahn up as a free agent, signed a minor league deal with them in December of last year after he was let go by the Tampa Bay Rays. Fouls it again. It's 2-2.
Kahn has that delivery that he has easy gas when he throws the fastball, because he doesn't have that big violent wind up and the ball explodes out of his hand. Gets on you very quick.
Well, the Braves bullpen 42 inherited runners. Only 4 have scored this year. So that means their percentage is close to 89%. There's ball 4. How about Cesar Hernandez? Has walked 3 times tonight. I showed you that graphic before that he's the leader in the least amount of pitches seen per at bat. I don't think he's going to be the leader anymore.
No, I think because he's seen, 15 pitches today, averaging 5 pitches per. No, I think he's out of that list now.
Yeah, he probably is.
He probably jumped to seeing most pitches per at bat.
Carlos is 1 for 1, or excuse me, 2 for 2. And he takes inside, 1 ball, no strikes.
That's a good take right there. The fastball close to being a ball or a strike inside, but it's a pitch that you ground out on. That's what you call a pitcher's pitch. I'd like to see Chooch get his 2nd career grand slam right here. It'd be nice.
You're getting greedy.
Oh, yeah.
Chopper over to shortstop. Scooped up by Simmons. There's one. Boy, Peterson didn't look like he was on the bag. But it's a 6-4-3 double play, and Kahn gets out of this jam here in the 5th inning. Phillies leave a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. It's still 3-0 Phils. Kids how to play the game since 1989. Donate a baseball glove or 2 to the next generation of baseball greats at the Citizens Bank kiosk at Citizens Bank Park. Good banking is simple, clear, and personal, and that's helping you bank better. Citizens Bank. We move to the bottom of the 5th inning. Peterson, Maben, and then the pitcher spot for the Braves. So the line is complete on Alex Wood. 3 earned runs in 4 1/3. Phillies fans are doing the anti-tomahawk chop. Here's Jace Peterson. He walked his first time up. He is basically settled into being the everyday second baseman for the Braves. They acquired him from the Padres in one of the handful of trades they made with the Padres over the last year.
I was surprised they got rid of La Stella. Is that his name?
Yeah, Tommy La Stella.
He went to the Cubs?
Went to the Cubs, yep. They felt like he was striking out too much. That one is ripped foul. Man, it's a ripped foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Donnie Veal, the veteran, warming up in the pen. And they had Phil Gosselin, who's currently on this roster. And they knew that they were getting Peterson, who floats one out towards shallow left center field. Herrera comes running in, calls off Revere. One out. Cameron Maybin's coming in. Well, tomorrow the Phillies will hand the baseball to Chad Billingsley. And Murph, you and I had a chance to chat with Chad today. Pretty excited about the opportunity to finally get back out on the mounds.
Yeah, it has been a long time coming for Chad Billingsley. He's pitched in just 2 games since 2013, and you know, he's battled injury, 2 different injuries, and he's gotten to the point where he is coming back. And you know, we did get a chance to talk with him today, and the bottom line is he is just chomping at the bit. He is excited. He said it's going to make all the difference in the world knowing that he's going to take the baseball and pitch in a major league park again. He wasn't sure that ever was going to happen again, but getting him the opportunity after working through his rehab, he threw 99 pitches in his last rehab assignment, said he feels really good, and the overriding emotion is just excitement. He said it's hard to believe that he'll have to worry about getting out major league hitters instead of having to worry about rehabbing his elbow. And he's had some success here at Turner Field. He's started 7 games here at Turner Field, 2-1 with an ERA of just about 2.5. So had some success here, so he has some good memories here as well. So the Phils are certainly hoping as well for him tomorrow night.
Yeah, we asked him today if he will have his full boat of pitches, in particular the curveball, which is a really big pitch for him. And he said he has no restrictions at all as far as the breaking pitches go. Sometimes guys do when they have Tommy John surgery, and then of course he had flexor tendon surgery. And he also said, Murph, right, he's stretched out, totally stretched out.
Yeah, he didn't think there'd be any kind of restrictions on him in terms of a pitch count. Like I said, he threw 99 pitches in his last rehab start, so he feels like he can take the ball and you know, as long as he's pitching well, remain in the ball game.
Jeff Francoeur comes diving forward to make that catch, and there are 2 outs. And Eric Young will be the pinch hitter against Aaron Harang.
Well, the fans in Atlanta should be used to seeing this play because Frenchie has made this play many times in right field here at Turner Field. He just gets a tremendous jump when the baseball comes in, concentration, and makes a very easy play for a good outfielder.
So 2 away. Eric Young hitting 169. He has 11 hits and 65 at bats. The other thing Chad Billingsley talked about his last couple starts, one of them was a morning start for the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. And he was funny, he was talking about the uniforms that he wore for the Iron Pigs. You know, he said one of them was a white uniform, which is normal. He said the other one had a piece of bacon on the front of it and a hat with bacon on it. And he laughed. He did say the crowds were outstanding when he was at Lehigh Valley. We'll go to the top of the 6th inning. The Phillies on top 3-0. Producing at the plate with consistency. Galvis hit the ground running in April and was among the National League batting leaders the entire first month. 3-hit games have come often from his bat, no matter where he bats in the lineup. Oh, and his glove? It's been working pretty well in the field, stealing hits on a daily basis. Freddie's first month has been impressive. And it's brought to you by Independence Blue Cross. Live fearless. Just so happens that Freddie Galvis will lead it off as we go to the top of the 6th inning. He has a base hit tonight. He's also flied out to center field. And we discussed this during his last at bat, just how good he's been this year. He's facing Donnie Veal, who's coming into his 3rd ball game. The veteran left-hander who has been with the Pirates before and now with the Braves. Donnie Veal, former 2nd-round pick for the Chicago Cubs. Made his major league debut at the age of 24 in 2009 as a relief pitcher for the Pirates. Galvis bunts, foul.
It's a good idea. Peterson's playing deep at second base. And the ought to do is to get in between 1st and 3rd. And you can drop that bunt right in here. And that's where you want it to go. Right in this area, right in here. Because my telly's not working.
I think you got to press the solid free line there. Ground ball to shortstop. And Galvis nearly beat that out. 1 out. Going to bring Aaron Harang to the plate. It's time now for a cold hard fact brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light. On this date, 1954, the Phillies and Cardinals set an ML record by using a total of 42 players in a single game. Phillies won the game 14-10 in 11 innings. The game also featured 4 future Hall of Famers. Oh, and 1 Aaron Harang. Harang fouls it away. That's low, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Harang 0 for 1 with a sacrifice. Sacrificed his last time up. Chopper back over to shortstop. Harang is hustling, and Simmons flips to first. There are 2 outs. Then we go back to the top of the order for Ben Revere.
So far in this game, what I've noticed a lot and I like is the patience of the hitters. The hitters have seen a lot of pitches. Herrera's seen 15 pitches. Ben's seen quite a few pitches. Frenchie has seen a lot of pitches. They have fouled off tough pitches, and the pitches that the pitchers are making mistakes on, they are taking advantage of it and hitting it hard for base hits.
Well, as you said, it's the 2nd day in a row too that they've done that. Here's Ben Revere, who's 2 for 3, and he takes outside corner for a strike. It's 0-1. I figure there has to be a ray of sunshine eventually with the offense, the way it has struggled so far. Phillies are last in batting average. There's Cahill again warming up. 2nd to last in home runs. Last in runs scored. Fly ball left field. Johnny Gomes comes scampering in. Simmons goes out. Gomes makes the sliding grab. It turns out to be a solid play in foul territory. Donnie Veal gives him a standing ovation. And the Phillies go down 1-2-3 for the first time tonight. Simmons was in the neighborhood, but Gomes was following it the entire way and finally was able to track it down. Call 1-800-JEFF now or visit jefferson.edu. Buy your Delaware Valley Honda dealers. Hurry to your local Del Val Honda dealer or visit DelValHondaDealers.com today. And buy Budweiser, still brewed the hard way. This Bud's for you. Bottom of the 6th inning, top of the order is coming up against Aaron Harang. It'll be Nick Markakis and Drelton Simmons, Freddie Freeman. Harang has thrown just 17 pitches to get through the last 2 innings. Outside, 1-0. He's retired 7 straight. Outside, 2-2. Phillies have a fairly rested bullpen. So if Harang runs into trouble as this game gets a little deeper, they can go into get pretty much anybody. 2-2 pitch coming to Markakis, and he fouls it back.
Harang's last 2 pitches have been the hardest of the night, 90 miles an hour. Down in the zone.
Justin DeFreitas had a big inning yesterday, struck out the side. A change up down and away. It's 3-2. Diekman hasn't worked in a couple of days. Arahu is still looking to make his major league debut. 3-2 pitch to Markakis, and he hits it toward third. Boy, that ball just pummeled the chest of Cesar Hernandez, and he stayed with it. And there's one painful out here in the 6th inning.
I think he got chest and chin.
Chest and chin, yeah, I think you're right. Sean Ficazzi, the Phillies athletic trainer, comes running out. I think you're right, Matt. Hit him off the chest and ricocheted right up to his mouth.
He's going to put some rosin on it. Right there, the hop come off his glove, right off the chin, but doesn't panic and makes a strong throw to first.
Yeah, very good recovery. So now Simmons, who's 1 for 2, he swung at the first pitch his last time up. Swing and a miss. Starts him off with something soft because of that. Well, 13 1/3 so far, 8 strikeouts, no earned runs against the team he pitched for last year. Out toward left center field. That's pretty well hit. Herrera's on the run out toward the wall, and it's off the base of the wall. He played it poorly, and Simmons is going to get at least 3 out of this one. Revere's throw goes to Galvis, and he'll just eat it. It's only the second ball that he's kind of misplayed out in center field that I can remember this year.
Yeah, I think saying that he misplayed it, no, I think realizing that he couldn't get to it and he should play it off the wall.
Right, I guess that's what I meant. Yeah.
I mean, he took the nice road, he went after it.
But right there, he should have pulled back before he hit the track.
Right, realizing you can't get to it, stopping, playing it off the wall, and keeping to a double.
All right, so the infield is back, and on the right side, I mean back. Look, there's nobody there, and then finally you see Ruff. Hernandez and Utley are way back. It's no balls and 1 strike. To Freddie Freeman, who's 0 for 2. Broke his bat, floats a single into center field, a base hit. Simmons will come home easily. So the Braves are on the board. It's a 3-1 ball game. They came in hitting .328 with runners in scoring position. And they get an RBI single. And here's A.J. Pierzynski.
This is a good pitch. This is a changeup down and away. And that's the difference of when you're swinging a hot bat. You can go out there and get fooled, and your hands are staying back, and the barrel's going through the zone for quite a while. Break your bat and get a knock out of it. It was a good pitch.
Yeah, Bob McClure taking a look at the lineup card. And Pierzynski takes high. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Over to left field. Ben Revere ventures back. He's got plenty of room, and he makes the catch. Freddie Freeman will go back to first base, and there are 2 outs. And that'll bring Johnny Gomes to the plate. He's 0 for 2. You know, Phillies games are fun for a group, but did you know how charitable they can be? Groups of 25 or more are eligible for fundraising opportunities that benefit their designated cause. It's a great way to raise funds and awareness. Learn more at Phillies.com/group tickets. Are you careful with Gomes with Callaspo up next?
I would be. I mean, if he's gonna beat me, he's gonna beat me opposite field. It's a good curveball.
.91 pitches for Harang. Out towards center field. This ball's well hit. Herrera's going back toward the wall, looking for it. Reaches up and he makes the catch. What a play by Odubel Herrera, and that ends the 6th inning. 1 run scores, 2 hits, and 1 man left. And the ballpark held this one, and so did Odubel Herrera right off the top of the wall. Time now for your Delaware Valley Honda dealers game summary. Carlos Ruiz, a 2-run single, all part of a 3-run first inning. Aaron Harang so far 6 innings, 1 earned run. His night may be complete. Phillies have a 3-1 lead as we go to the top of the 7th inning. Odubel Herrera will lead it off, and a curveball misses outside and low. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Aaron Harang had to work out of a jam in that 6th inning. Odubel Herrera made a heck of a catch to help him through that jam. 2-0. Odubel has reached base safely in his last 18 games. Fouls that one off his foot. There's Jake Diekman loosening up in the pen. Herrera's taking a little extra time after fouling that ball off his foot. No?
Not his foot.
His leg? His thigh?
It's taking a little longer than expected.
Hit him right in the groin, huh?
Yes, it did.
One pitch is hit out towards shortstop, and Simmons gobbles it up. He just barely gets Herrera. 1 out here in the 7th. Toyota Major League Scoreboard, Justin Bour has hit a home run for the Marlins. That gave them a 2-1 lead, but the Nationals have tied it. And that game's in the top of the 8th inning. Nationals are currently in 4th place, 12-14. Miami is in 3rd place, 12-13. I should say 2nd place, tied with the Braves for 2nd at 12-13. The Mets still lead the division. The Mets are playing the Orioles in interleague play this week. They take strike 1. Chase didn't even look back at Tom Hallion after that one. And it hits him in the back, so Utley's aboard with 1 man down. All-time leader in that category in Phillies history, adds to his total. Freddie Gonzalez is coming out, so before Darren Ruff gets a chance to bat, it looks like Freddie's going to make another pitching change. So Veal's day is going to be done. He goes an inning and a third, allows 1 base runner, the hit by pitch to Chase Utley. A pitching change here in the 7th inning. The Phillies on top of the Braves, 3-1. must have been pretty busy here tonight, Matt.
Oh, they have. Here's Maven hitting the line drive to Frenchie in right field. Makes a very nice dive and catch coming in. And we talked about he's done this a lot of times in this ballpark. Makes a tough play look very easy. Then Ben Revere hits a fly ball down the left field line. Mr. Gomes comes in and makes a very nice sliding catch. Good concentration. See right there, he calls for it. Makes a nice play right there. But the best play so far today. Gomes is a deep fly ball to center field. Herrera does a nice job of finding the fence. Gets back there. Good timing leap. Would have stayed in the ballpark, but still a very nice catch. That's why that is a defensive play. The game's brought to you by Hyundai.
Brought to you by your local Hyundai dealers. And Trevor Cahill is going to take over for the Braves. Cahill started initially for Atlanta. And now working out of the bullpen as a long man at this point. Delivers a strike to Darren Ruff, and it's 0-1. Ruff is 2 for 3 tonight. His average has finally climbed over 200. It was 186 to start tonight's game. No balls and 1 strike to Ruff.
That's the nice thing about being a platoon guy and the guy doesn't play a whole lot is you get a couple of knocks, your average jumps to about 30 points.
Yeah, if he gets another base hit here, it's going to climb even more. Outside, they throw behind Utley, who does get back. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Ruff looks like he's in more of a squat stance.
He does, and his bat looks flatter on his shoulder. Good pickup, Tom.
Well, you know, we've watched him kind of evolve. His stance kind of evolved, where he used to be farther away from the plate initially. Now he's closer to the plate.
He has more weight in his backside. You have to make changes when you don't play every day. You have to figure out a way to have the simplest swing for timing wise.
Braves acquired Cahill from the Arizona Diamondbacks right before the start of the season. They needed somebody to fill the 5th starter spot. That one's out toward right field. Venturing back is Markakis, and he makes the catch over the shoulder. And Utley has to scamper back to first. Boy, that ball was hit well by Darren Ruff. And Markakis, a Gold Glover out there, was able to run it down.
That's one thing if we talk about Markakis. We see the swing right here, nice and compact, short. And Markakis knows that ball's going to tail back towards him in right field. Makes a very nice play. Almost catches it behind the head, and it almost rolls out of his glove.
I didn't realize there was that much white showing until we just saw that replay. Jeff Francoeur is 2 for 3 tonight. Francoeur is an RBI double. He singled his last time up. He does not change his approach.
I wonder if he sits on a lot of sliders first pitch. And the only reason why I say is because a lot of times a slider will be thrown, and it's a pretty good pitch, but he'll still get a piece of it. Where if you're thinking fastball, you kind of open up and pull off a little bit.
I think he's so used to, people are so used to him swinging at the first pitch that they probably go in thinking, all right, every once in a while I am going to give him something other than a fastball. Throw over to first. Utley is back ahead of the tag.
Go ahead and try to steal second base right here. No balls, 2 strikes. Get thrown out so much. Frenchie gets the lead off the 8th inning.
Utley doesn't go. Pitches outside, 1-2. Another one out towards center field. Another base hit for Francoeur. And Utley saw that Maben went on his heels, and he decided to go to third. Well, that's great base running right there, and poor defense on the part of Maben, because he had Utley stopped at second base. Jeff Francoeur now 3 for 4 in this ball game.
Well, it's called being lazy, taking things for granted. And the ball did bounce back a little bit to his left, but Utley knows that right here he's relaxing on his heels. And one thing we always see is Chase Utley, doesn't matter if he's hitting or not, he's always hustling.
Well, Cesar Hernandez, who has walked 3 times tonight. First 3-hit game for Francoeur since August of 2013. That one's pulled toward the middle. Knocked down by Peterson. He'll have no play. A run scores, and the Phillies are back on top by 3. It's a 4-1 ball game.
Should be a base hit, shouldn't it?
Boy, yeah, they have scored a base hit. I was going to say I was in between with it only because he might have had a play at second, but I guess you can't assume that. You have to really assume whether he would have gotten him at first base or not. And I don't know if he would have.
Yeah, it would have been close. I mean, he came out and he does a nice play. The ball comes up just a hair right there. He would have had no chance at Hernandez at first base by no means. But Frenchie maybe at second base.
Well, now Ruiz is up. He's 2 for 3. The Phillies with back-to-back double-digit hit nights. They had 10 hits yesterday. They have 11 hits here today, and we're just in the 7th inning.
And hats off to Chase Utley for the heads-up baseman and going from second to third on the base at the center field.
Yeah, because he wouldn't have scored on that ball toward the middle. Outside, 2-1. Carlos hit that ball twice. It's still a foul ball. The runners will be off now on this 3-2 pitch. Go, and the pitch is chopped off the plate. It's a fair ball, and Cahill throws out Ruiz. Side is retired. The Phillies do get a run thanks to some heads-up base running and a little luck. Chase Utley on this ball to center field off the bat of Jeff Francoeur. Watches Maben fall back on it, and because of it, Utley, who hesitated for a moment at second base, decided to go to third, and because of that, Cesar Hernandez's ball up the middle, knocked down by Peterson, allowed Utley to score an insurance run. It's time to stretch here at Turner Field. strikeouts, and he's put the Phillies in position to win this ball game if the bullpen can hold up. And first up out of the bullpen is Jake Diekman. His earned run average 9.5. 9 walks and 14 hits so far for Diekman in just 9 2/3. And he'll first face Alberto Callaspo, and he delivers a strike. It's 0-1. 97 on that fastball from Diekman.
Well, and what I'd really like to see Diekman do for about a week straight is establish his fastball.
Chopper left side. Waiting for it is Freddie Galvis. One away.
And the reason why I say that, Tom, is because he's been working on a changeup. You know, we all know last year he threw fastball, slider. Came into spring training working on his changeup. Threw it more in a game. Had a little bit of success. But he gets away from realizing how hard it is to hit 97, 98 mile an hour fastball.
Yeah, I think maybe we're at the point where he just goes fastball, slider.
Go fastball until they start hitting
Yeah.
it.
Go fastball until they start hitting it, or until you have command of it again.
Right. I mean, it's not easy to square up a 97 mile an hour fastball with a delivery like that where you can pinpoint a fastball alone away at 97. Impossible pitch to hit right there. Now lock it in again.
He throws the slider there, and it's 0-2. But 4 pitches, 4 strikes right now for Diekman. Luis Avilan warming up in the pen. But now he figures he's got to come back with a fastball. He's thrown 3 straight sliders to Peterson. And he does, and he just barely got a piece of it at 98 miles an hour.
Yeah, I would love to see him throw another fastball right here.
I'm with you.
Slider.
And he hits it on the hands out toward third. Hernandez better hurry. Throws on the run. Not in time. Hernandez backed up just a hair. And it's an infield hit for Peterson.
That's a 98 mile an hour fastball. Hernandez thought the ball was hit a little harder, so he backed up on it. And just a little hesitation allowed Peterson to get the hit. But so what? Don't change nothing now. You're 97, 98, you're throwing strikes. If you're going to get beat with your best pitch.
Well, here's Maybin, who's 0 for 2. He is struck out. He's lined out to right. Jeff Francoeur made a nice play. And the first pitch fastball is low. 1 ball and no strikes. Phil Gosselin, Malvern prep zone in the on-deck circle.
Good pitch.
Got him backing away on those inside fastballs.
Because it's so hard to pick up his delivery. He hides the ball very well, and then it explodes out of his hand.
2 balls and 2 strikes. So the count is full, 3-2. outside, ball 4. First and second, Goslin will pinch hit. And Bob McClure is going to go out to the mound to chat with Diekman. This may be a ploy to get somebody up and loosened in the bullpen.
Well, it'll give you a chance to go out and give the quick scouting report on Goslin as well.
Yeah, Goslin, a pinch hitter here for Cahill. Kenny Giles looks like he's stretching in the bullpen. He hasn't started to throw just yet. Braves pinch hitters this year, 294. They lead the pack, well ahead of the teams that are in second place, the Marlins and the Diamondbacks. Phillies are there too. Runners on first and second. Maven with excellent speed at first base. Peterson with decent speed at second base. And Goslin, the batter, he's hitting .250 on the year. He takes inside off the glove of Ruiz. The runners will move up.
Goslin, who started the season off 0 for 7 as a pinch hitter. His last 3 at bats, he's got 3 knocks.
Well, 3 knocks will make this a ball game again. Or another knock, I should say, will make this a ball game again.
See, it's supposed to be a slider?
I guess it. I mean, Carlos probably should have caught the ball, but it just kept on going. They scored it a wild pitch.
Wild pitch.
Phillies bullpen has an earned run average of 2.80. As we documented yesterday, walks have really hurt them. Extend innings, but it hasn't opened up innings. Second and third, 1 ball, no strikes. Check swing, did he go? Yes, says Alfonso Marquez. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. And that's what Matt was talking about. He was 0 for 5 to start. Check swing, look out, Markakis. 1 and 2. Genmar Gomez is warming up in the bullpen.
Yeah, I didn't have very good math on that, did I? Started off the season 0 for 7. Started off 0 for 4.
0 for 4 and then 3 for 3.
3 for 3.
So he's 3 for 7 now. I knew what you were talking about.
I confused myself.
Catch by a fan in the stands on that fly ball foul. Avilan continues to warm up in the pen for the Braves.
Elevate a fastball right here at 97. He'll strike out swinging.
Or a slider.
He'll throw a slider down and in.
Well, that was a wicked slider for the second out. First strikeout for Diekman.
You know, and when he's going right, this pitch here is nasty. And I don't want people to think that I want him just a fastball to fastball to fastball, but he needs to establish the fastball. Once he establishes fastball, it'll make that slider even better. Because you start gearing up for a fastball coming at 98, 99 miles an hour, then all of a sudden you panic because he snaps off that slider to you, and you get swings like that aren't even close to being a strike.
Markakis is 1 for 3, singled his first time up. Swing and a miss. 98 on that fastball, which is 3 gears higher than what it has been. In scoring position, the Braves haven't had many opportunities. The Phillies 3 for 9 tonight. They lead it 4-1. The count 1 ball and 1 strike to Markakis. And a fastball in there at 98, 1-2. Two. Phillies have the luxury of having Garcia and Giles both at the back end to lead up to Papelbon. And they now have Giles throwing in the bullpen behind Diekman. Chopper off the plate. Galvis comes charging in, has it in front of the bag, throws on the run in time, and the side is retired. Well, it took 24 pitches, but Jake Diekman gets through the 7th inning. No runs, 1 hit, and 2 men left. On to the 8th we go with the Phils up by 3. Buy McDonald's. Any size hot or iced coffee is just $1. McDonald's, I'm loving it. And buy Toyota. The Toyota Time Sales event ends June 1st. Hurry in today. Toyota. Let's go places. Top of the 8th inning. Phillies up 4-1. Have Freddie Galvis and then a pinch hitter. Looks like Andres Blanco to face Luis Avilan. The lefty for the Braves out of their pen. No wins, no losses. A 4.22 ERA. And he is the 5th pitcher used tonight. Alex Wood started, then Michael Kahn, Donnie Veal, Trevor Cahill, and now Avilan.
Avilan's got a very good fastball, 92-94, curveball, and a change.
He's been a pretty steady pitcher for the Braves over the last couple of years. Ryan Sandberg has his lineup card out as he's going to make a change with Blanco in the on-deck circle to pinch hit for Jake Diekman. Galvis 1 for 3. And he lines one into left field, a base hit. Gomes will cut it off before it gets to the gap. He bobbled it for a moment, but Freddie Galvis is now 2 for 4 in this ball game. Andres Blanco's coming up. Let's check in with Craig Murphy with the Major League Notebook. Murph.
All right, thanks, Tom. Well, the Milwaukee Brewers have a new manager. It is Craig Counsell, who comes down from the front office to take over for Ron Renicky, who was dismissed last night. Counsell is a veteran of over 1,600 Major League games, although he has never managed, but they decided to make the move. The Brewers have started this season at 7-18. And Josh Hamilton played in an extended spring game for the Texas Rangers after being traded over there from the Angels not too long ago. He went 0 for 4 today, hit 3 ground balls and a strikeout. Said just trying to get his timing down. They are hopeful that he will be back by mid-month, back in the Major League lineup for the Texas Rangers, guys.
Yeah, the interesting thing about Counsell, Murph, as you mentioned, I mean, he's never managed before. He had been in uniform as a coach just one time this spring as a instructor, and he's got a 3-year contract.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it was interesting to see some of the comments coming out of Milwaukee from some of the players who played with him. He played his final 4 seasons with the Milwaukee Brewers, and some of the guys that are on that team, like Ryan Braun, some of the other leaders on that team, said when he was a player on the team, it felt like he was part coach, so they were looking forward to working with him.
1-6-3 double play, and there are 2 outs here in the 8th inning.
Well, I think the biggest thing that he's going to have to do when he becomes a manager is put that frontship on the back hook a little bit.
Quickly.
Yes, because you have to be a guy that you got to earn your respect as a manager. You want to stay friends with people. Me personally, I love the move. I think it's great. Good for him.
Ryan Sandberg and Freddie Gonzalez each managed in the minor leagues before they came up to the big leagues. Before Freddie got his first chance with the Marlins, and Rhino got his first chance here with the Phillies. But if you take advantage of the opportunity, there's no real formula on how you can be a good major league manager.
Especially when you have a good coaching staff, and it's been very important to have a very good and knowledgeable bench coach.
1 ball and 1 strike to Ben Revere. Revere is 2 for 4 tonight. Chops that one off his foot, and it's 1-2. Larry Bow, of course, has been Ryan Sandberg's bench coach these last 2 years. Rhino, of course, was the throw-in in the deal when Bow went to the Cubs some years ago. It's nice to see the boys smile a little bit. 1-2 to Ben Revere.
Look at a high changeup. Now look away. The oldest trick in the book. Fastball up and in and something away. Pitchers actually thinking they can scare hitters.
Some of them can.
Yeah, they're true.
3 balls, 2 strikes to Revere.
Oh,
they got him, I think, on the bat. A.J. Brzezinski is saying it was the bat. It hit something. It may have pinched Revere's hands. I thought Tom Hallion pointed toward first base, and now Revere is squeezing his hands. I really thought he pointed toward first base. I don't think he changed his mind. He may have just signaled incorrectly.
Well, by the sound of it, sounds like it hit right out the end of the knob. Yeah, right out the end of the knob.
It definitely got his hand too, but it got the bat. I think Rhino just asked Ben Revere. Well, Ben is honest.
Right there hit the knob
yeah,
of the bat.
It sounded like it hit the knob of the bat. A.J. Brzezinski immediately say, no, no, no. And a called strike 3. Ben is struck out. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left for the Phils. We'll move to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Phils still nursing a 3-run lead. auction. It features a number of great experiences and collectibles, including a round of golf for 3 with Hall of Famer Steve Carlton, a dinner party for 8 with Hall of Famer Mike Schmidt in the Phillies executive dining room. The fantastic auction partners include WIP and WPHT and benefits Phillies charities. Auction ends May 13th and 14th. You want to check out some of the items. They're sort of one-of-a-kind items that if you go to any kind of event where there's Phillies items that are up for auction that people are nice enough to donate, these items aren't going to be there. This is the only place you can get them. Well, the Phillies offense has banged out 12 hits tonight, and now they're looking for their bullpen to get 6 more outs. Kenny Giles starts Andrelton Simmons with a strike. It's 0-1. Giles 1-1, an ERA of under 1. Slider low. And now 2-1. Every time the Phillies pitchers retire the opposition 1-2-3, Comcast will make a contribution to Phillies charities. Phillies baseball is brought to you by Xfinity, the official entertainment provider of the Philadelphia Phillies. Aaron Harang did that in the 4th inning and in the 5th inning tonight. Inside, 3-1. Jim Johnson warming up in the bullpen.
Favorite player, isn't he?
And that's inside, ball 4. Leadoff walk. Second walk issued by the Phil's pen tonight. And Freddie Freeman is due up. I guess Hernandez will cover on a ball back to the mound. Where was that pitch? Low, 1-0. Chopper to first. Ruff's got it. He'll go to second for 1. And that's all they'll get. That little hesitation, waiting for somebody to go over to cover. And it's 3-5 on the put out at second base. A fielder's choice for Freeman.
Almost got to the point where wasn't sure who was covering second base.
Well, it had to be Hernandez. He was the closest one there. Galvis had too far of a run.
Yeah, very easy double play. He comes up, he pumps twice. I don't know if he was expecting Hernandez to get there a little quicker.
Maybe, I don't know. Or maybe he was unsure that it was supposed to be Hernandez. Brzezinski takes wide, 1-0.
And that is some of the problems you run into sometimes when you have a shift in the infield. Who's covering? Different angle of coming in to get to second base. You know, Hernandez is coming in to receive the throw, but he's coming in from the second base side.
Yeah, he's got no momentum carrying him to the bag.
And Darren is inside the lane. Now he's got to throw over the shoulder to get to Hernandez on the other side.
1 ball and 1 strike to Brzezinski. Fly ball foul, and it's 1-2. Toyota Major League Scoreboard, the Nationals have taken a 2-run lead over the Marlins. They had a 4-run 6th inning. They're starting to hit the ball a little bit, aren't they?
Yes, they are. All started from that big comeback here at the ball game.
4-run 8th inning, not 6th inning.
Weren't they losing like 10-2 in this ballpark?
Yeah. It was the Braves on a score in 12 runs and lost the game.
Lost 13-12.
Yeah.
On a Dan Uggla 3-run home run.
Yeah, Uggla had a big weekend or big week against the Braves.
Heads up, Murph.
And Howard Kobayashi not playing tonight because of the left-hander out on the mound. That ball hit the facing of the press box and shot down about 4 rows in front of where Murph is sitting. That ball's off the glove of Ruiz. I do believe that'll be a pass ball. The second pass ball of the year charged to Carlos Ruiz.
Well, this is where a catcher doesn't expect to have a 96 or 97 mile an hour fastball up and away.
Just going over the signs with a runner at second base. Phillies are trying to win their 10th game of the year. There are 4 other teams that have not reached double digits in victories so far. Another foul ball. He's fouling off these fastballs. I don't know if he's going to drop a slider in on him here. He's very late with all these fastballs that he's fouling off.
Well, and a good slider, he'd swing over top of it. The only thing is, if you kind of hang it, it kind of speeds his bat up, and hard to say what might happen.
Well, here's the 9th pitch of this at bat. It is a slider, and it's hit foul down the left field line. Tonight, Cesar Hernandez has probably knocked himself off the list. A few of his pitches seen per at bat, and Przinsky with this at bat alone may knock himself off. 2 balls, 2 strikes here in the bottom of the 8th, and a fastball hit back towards shortstop. Galvis is there. He'll have plenty of time to throw out Przinsky, and that's the second out of the inning. Over to third goes Freddie Freeman. And that'll bring Johnny Gomes up. If Giles can get the out here, it'll leave the bottom of the order for Jonathan Papelbon.
I kind of enjoy watching A.J. Przinsky run down the first baseline.
Run down the baseline angry. Does play with a lot of emotion. Check swing. It's a foul ball. That was pretty close to being in front of the plate.
Yeah, it was. Check swing. See, I'll tell you what.
Nope, still in the batter's box.
Lead.
Up and in, 2-2 with that slider. Well, it's a 21 pitch inning so far for Giles. Got him. High fastball swung on and missed, and Giles picks up a strikeout of Johnny Gomes to wrap up the 8th inning. He leaves one over third. No runs, no hits, one man left. 93 miles an hour, but in the perfect spot to get Johnny Gomes. We'll go to the 9th inning here in Atlanta. Game Friday, night game Saturday. Then Sunday is StubHub Mother's Appreciation Day. A Phillies wristlet free to women 15 and older. Come to the ballpark. Make your plans now for a great weekend of baseball against the first place New York Mets. Get your tickets by going to Phillies.com. Top of the 9th inning. Phillies lead it by 3. Kelly Johnson will take over in left field. He'll bat 9th for the Braves. And the new pitcher is Jim Johnson, who is 1-2 in 13 games, a 3.65 ERA. And Johnson will face Odubel Herrera, Chase Utley, Darren Ruff, 2, 3, and 4, as the Phils look to add to their lead. As Jonathan Papelbon starts to loosen in the bullpen for the Phillies. Herrera swings at the first pitch, hits it out toward left center field, and Cameron Maben will make the catch. And Odubel's retired for the 5th time tonight, so his on-base streak is in jeopardy. Chase Utley, who reached base on a hit by pitch his last time up and then came around and scored, will walk to the plate.
Almost looked like Alex Wood threw Herrera's timing off the whole game. Struck him out the first 3 at bats.
Out of play, 0-2 to Chase. Braves 9th inning. It'll be Cayaspo, Peterson, and Maben And then Kelly Johnson. There's Papelbon throwing in the pen. Curveball. And it misses low. Phillies are trying to win back-to-back games for only the third time this year. They beat the Braves on the final day of the homestand before coming on this road trip, and then beat the Cardinals the first day. That was the last time. And the other time they did it was when they beat the Nationals in back-to-back games.
Different coming in this ballpark when you're playing against Atlanta Braves. Phillies, Atlanta usually have a packed house. Not so much right now.
Yeah, school's still in session here. They had good crowds this past weekend, but they do not expect anything more than what you're seeing here tonight for the rest of the week. We are back here tomorrow at 7 o'clock on Comcast Sportsnet. Tonight, 17,200 and change. 3-2 pitch to Utley, and he pulls it over to first, caught out of the air by Freddie Freeman. 2 gone here in the 9th inning. And Darren Ruff up for the 5th time.
Darren's had a pretty good night tonight. 2 singles and a line drive to right field.
Yeah, tomorrow the Phillies will face right-hander Shelby Miller. I would assume that Ryan Howard will be back in the lineup, but you never know. Ryan Sandberg may try to find a place to put Ruff for a 3rd straight day, because he is hitting the ball a little bit better. You figure Ryan's going to play first base, but maybe Darren plays somewhere else.
You might see Herrera have a day off. Although he just had one, didn't he?
He had one yesterday. The 2-1 pitch hit foul to the right and out of play. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, you also like to see Ryan Howard in the lineup versus the Atlanta Braves, home and on the road, because he has tremendous numbers versus the Braves throughout his career.
One's off the hands, out toward right center. Another base hit for Darren Ruff. He's thinking 2 right out of the box. On his way to second. Maben's throw is not in time. A 3-hit night for Darren Ruff. So he has 3 hits tonight. Jeff Francoeur, who's coming up, has 3 hits tonight.
That's a nice short swing and very good at bat. He battled, took some pitches that were very close, especially the 2-2 curveball. It's a fastball in her half, and we've seen that short swing. The last time he had a 3-hit game was July, I forget what that is, July 13th, 2013.
Francoeur whacks the first pitch foul. It's 0-1. Francoeur doubled homer run his first time up and then scored. Singled in the 5th. And singled his last time up. Francoeur tried to check, but he went around, according to Tom Hallion, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one's out toward left center field. On the run is Maben. He can't get it. It's going to go to the wall. Ruffle score. Francoeur's on his way to second. He's thinking 3. He's flying toward third. The throw by Simmons. He is safe at third base. An RBI triple. Francoeur, 2 singles, a double, and now a triple.
Now the people are on their feet clapping for him.
And a thumbs up from Dad. Last 4-hit game, May of 2012, and an extra run for the Phillies.
Low pitch, gets a nice job of hitting that ball, and it looks like Maben kind of took the bad route for it.
Yeah. Now Cesar Hernandez, and Hernandez lofts it to left. Johnny Gomes will make the catch. The inning is over. Jeff Francoeur has tripled home a run to take this game out of a save situation. I'm sure we're still going to see Jonathan Papelbon, though, with the Phils on top by 4. Between the Phillies and the Braves, only on Cure Auto Insurance presents Phillies Postgame Live. We will head to the bottom of the 9th inning. The Phillies lead it 5-1. This is not a save situation, but Jonathan Papelbon was warming up when it was a save situation, so he's going to come into the ball game and try to close the door. Aaron Harang is the pitcher of record on the winning side. He went 6 innings, allowed 5 hits and 1 run tonight. Jake Diekman pitched a scoreless 7th. Ken Giles a scoreless 8th. And now it's Papelbon to pitch the 9th inning. He's got the luxury of a 4-run lead. Papelbon will face Alberto Callaspo to begin things. First pitch floats outside, 1-0. Callaspo tonight is 1 for 3, singled his first time up, flied to center, and grounded out to shortstop. Ellis might need a new glove after tonight.
The ball's right down the middle.
It did look like it was right down the middle.
We've only seen the chainsaw twice tonight.
Yeah, that is right.
And the one was a half chainsaw.
He doesn't like that one. He doesn't get a chance to really pull the string.
No. So Pat Burrell one day told him to settle down.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did the chainsaw on Pat Burrell, and he turned around and said, "Hey," and I'll put in broadcast words, let's tone it down a little bit. Let's back off a little bit.
Matt, they don't call it the show for nothing.
He stood right over top of him.
3 balls, 2 strikes to Callaspo.
Oh, nice play by a beat writer.
I don't know if he caught it or not.
No, he didn't.
There's Chad Billingsley to your left, who will start tomorrow for the first time since 2013 on a big league field. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Callaspo. Outside ball 4, so he's aboard. And Jace Peterson will come up. Only 2 1-2-3 innings tonight for Phillies pitching. So the Braves have had base runners. They've left 7 so far. Chopper right side, and that's going to sneak into right field, a base hit. Callaspo will hold up at second. So he has the luxury of a 4-run lead, but that luxury is starting to be squeezed here. As Cameron Maybin is coming to the plate. Maybin struck out his first time up, lined out in the 5th inning, and then walked in the 7th inning. Tough guy to double up. He's got good speed. Takes a strike. It's 0-1. Ball. No balls and 2 strikes. Oh, 2 pitch to Maybin. Ground ball to shortstop. This might be 2 if they can hurry, and Utley snuck off the bag. They get the middle runner. 6-4 on the putout. Runners on first and third. Kelly Johnson will be the batter. Johnson came on to play left field. In the top of the ninth inning as part of a double switch. Hitting .250 on the year. Johnson with 5 home runs, 13 runs batted in. First pitch misses inside, 1-0. Second go around for Johnson with the Braves. Originally a first-round pick by the Braves. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Kind of surprising he didn't play today.
I thought he'd play today. With Harang out there, and because he's been red hot. In fact, Freddie Gonzalez even said before yesterday's game that he's going to have to find more time for him. But he did recognize that he can't play him every single day anymore. That he needs a breather from time to time. So that's probably why he didn't play tonight. Riders take their lead. Swing and a miss. He got him a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. 2 outs here in the ninth inning. So 2 away. And Nick Markakis is coming up. He just challenged him here.
It is, but it's a good location. It's down in the zone. We've seen Papelbon do that sometimes. We think he's going to throw a split finger or a slider, and he challenges the hitters.
Well, Markakis has 1 hit tonight. It came back in the first inning. He's 1 for 4, 1 for his last 18. Outside, 2-0. It was pretty close to the first pitch that Papelbon threw. It's now 2-1. Markakis hits it off the plate softly toward third. It's going to be a tough play. Hernandez won't have a play. A run scores, and it means the tying run is coming to the plate. An RBI infield single for Markakis. And Simmons will be the batter. And Drelton Simmons has 2 hits tonight. He singled in the 3rd and tripled in the 6th. So Andrelton Simmons is the tying run with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Phillies trying to win back-to-back games. A win yesterday where they had 10 hits. Trying to win today, they have 14 hits. Off the glove of Ruiz, and it's 1 ball and no strikes.
I don't think I've ever seen a center fielder play deeper than Herrera right now.
He was pretty deep in the series against the Marlins. In fact, the 9th inning on Friday night in Miami. I mean, he was way back there. He just seems to be more comfortable playing back and then coming in on baseballs.
Well, you want to keep the doubles. No balls over your head. A lot of people think you play doubles, not allow the balls to get over your head, but it's actually to cut the angle off in the gaps. Get the ball in quicker.
1 ball, no strikes to Simmons. That one is chopped foul past the third base coach's box, and it evens up the count 1-1. They've been back to second. Markakis back to first. Ground ball to shortstop. Galvis has got it. Goes to second the short way, and the ball game is over. The Phillies have won back-to-back games for just the third time this year. They win it tonight 5-2 over the Atlanta Braves to take game one of this 3-game series. Jeff Francoeur is our Chevrolet player of the game. 4 for 5, a double, a triple, 2 RBI, 7 total bases tonight for Francoeur. And he also made an excellent catch out in right field earlier in the ball game. Jonathan Papelbon does not get a save for his work tonight, but he does help the Phils pull out their 10th victory